Welcome back, 7:18. You're watching BT Vancouver. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday morning. Bill C-4 was passed in the wee hours of the morning in the House of Commons. Joining us now with more is City News reporter Xiaoli Li. Good morning, Xiao. Nice to see you.
Morning, Mary. Glad to be here.
So a late night for politicians last night, or this morning, I should say. How did this all play out?
Yeah, absolutely. The House of Commons really earning their paycheck like you said, this morning rather than last night. The final vote came at around 3 in the morning. And as you said, it was a unanimous vote in the end with Bill C-4, the Liberals getting their first big legislation since the prorogue and throne speech passed through. This covers major new COVID relief programs, the big three: the replacement for the CERB, the Canada Recovery Benefit, a paid sick leave program that's 10 days of paid sick leave, and a benefits package for parents who have to take care of their kids because of school or daycare closures related to COVID. The Conservatives did not want this vote to happen. They wanted more time to go over the legislation, and they delayed it several times, trying to bring up talking points about liberal ethics violations, arguing the Liberals are trying to ram through the legislation without enough review, and saying, you know, if you really wanted to get this package out, why did you prorogue Parliament? In the end, it passed unanimously, 306 for, none against, and the Liberals are taking this as a confidence vote, as it is a major spending bill in a minority parliament. They're able to get that support from the New Dems, and that should see them through the term. It's not all done and dusted, though. C-4 still needs to go through the Senate, and the Senate meets today at 4 p.m. Ottawa time to speed it through.
All right, Xiao, do we have more details on how much all of these new measures are going to cost?
Employment Minister Carla Qualtrough, she pegs the cost at $34 billion, and this is partly, it could be related to the increase in C4's scope. The New Dems, in order to get their votes, they wanted to see the post-CERB recovery benefit expanded. It was initially $400 a week, now it's $500 a week, and they also wanted to make the paid sick leave easier to access for people, so it's not clear if that $34 billion figure includes those changes in its calculus. The Libs aren't done, though. House Leader Pablo Rodriguez, he says that the Liberals are going to be looking at rushing through some emergency legislation on business rent relief. They're aware that rent is due Thursday, and they're hoping to get that sped through. But some independent senators, they're looking at getting a motion in that would guarantee at least a week of review before any votes on new legislation could happen.
Okay, Xiao, I wanted to talk to you real quick about this new rapid COVID test that Canada has now bought. What are the details?
Well, there's 7.9 million of them. It's called the Abbott ID Now, and if you ask some people, it's one of the fastest, most accurate COVID tests on the market right now. There is some concern because Abbott has, as of August, Abbott had 7 million of these items in the U.S. states, so this new order represents more than the company has shipped to date. Now, this still needs Health Canada approval before Canada will actually start buying them, and Health Canada wasn't able to give an estimate on the time that that approval might take, but they are saying that with their sped up regulatory process, they're reviewing tests and getting them approved at around 40 days now. They're very sensitive to allegations that they've been dragging their feet on this, saying that they've been reaching out to companies, hand-holding them through the application process, and waiving fees associated with getting regulatory approval. But they are pointing out that the medical device industry, it's a lot of small players. A figure that was quoted yesterday was around 80% of companies have 50 employees or less. So if the company says, hey, we're not really able to expand into Canada, even if Health Canada rolls out the red carpet, there's very little that we can do here.
All right, Xiao, we are out of time, but thanks again for joining us this morning. Great to see you as always.
Great to be here.
7:21 now.